Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to have our number 4 chatting with friends of the channel. So chat with Al, sit a spell, pull up a chair, and let's see what's going on. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Well, that sound check went well. There's quite a delay on YouTube today. And first person in the chat is Juan Redmond. Hope all is well with you and your daughter Lily. No video tonight, Juan. Just chatting with friends. How's everything going, Juan? Take a sip of my iced tea. Clinton Parks, no need to apologize. He says, Al, I apologize. I'm in a rare mood and have another game going. If I pull viewers from you, I am so sorry. This is America, Clinton, and this is the wild world of YouTube. People can do what they want. I am not that way. Just here chatting away to see what's going on. Let me get my plugs in real quick for friends of the channel. Remember to check out Clinton Parks. Excellent channel. A lot of baseball. That's what he does. National Pastime. Digital Diamond. And let's give a few more shout outs. Bear with me a moment. So we like to say check out Broke Black Man 94, JD, both moderators on my channel, moderators extraordinaire, big Game of Thrones fans, Broke Black Man 94 movie and TV reviews. JD's an author. Also check out Johnny Giants Bane, big Game of Thrones fan. What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub, great boxing channel, excellent with the chat. Higher Ground Gaming with Eric, Mr. Brody, and Miss Mags, a lot of sports, and all different types of sports games. He's doing 1978 Boston Red Sox replay, amongst other things. ID Gesture, check him out, he's awesome. Stratomatic Delaware with Chris, RNGIDP with Craig. Though he's been dormant for a few weeks, hope all is well with him. Phil the Issues Guy, one of the most friendliest people you'll meet on YouTube. Movie and TV reviews, mostly Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, all kinds of stuff. And Espo Strat Baseball Network, Tabletop Baseball with the Earls, Mosley Boxing, Omen Eno, a lot of video gameplay, JWF Flux, Final Fantasy gameplay, EO Sports League with Elin. Woo! I made it all the way through. We'll put some of these links in the chat now. So you can check out these channels, absolutely wonderful. Brad the Builder in the house. How are you, Brad? Hope all is well. Citadel Trivia, that's another great channel. Check that out. They were on last night. This is just a, Brad, just a friendly chat with friends of the channel. I'm just plugging people. In a good way. In a good way. How's everything going with you, Brand? Hope all is well. So what we've been doing on our channel here, we got back to our boxing tournament. Had a really good fight between Joe Frazier and Jersey Joe Walcott. It's on the channel now if you'd like. Check it out. It's been a lot of fun doing that. We've been doing a lot of baseball, football, basketball. We started up hockey, little boxing chat here and there. And tonight, once again, chat with Al and set a spell and pull up a chair. This is episode 4, where we just go through random things. I've got some funny stories we tell. Again, I'm putting links in the chat here of stations that I follow. Good people. We also have Brand the Builder in there, and he's from Citadel from Trier. Brand actually is a very good singer. Yes, he is. He won't admit it, but he is. So that's What's Blazing in Sport. Was that Johnny or What's Blazing? No, it's What's Blazing in Sports. We just popped in there. Check out that channel. Wonderful channel. See if we can do these a few at a time here. Oh, actually, I don't want to do them a few at a time. They get all... Let's do Higher Ground Gaming next. So, those are some channels. I'll be popping some more in a moment. Again, what's going on with your, if you're doing any gameplay, whether it's retro sports, video games, or just what's going on. How was your week? We are Saturday. We made it. We made it to Saturday, people. That's awesome. Awesome sauce. What's going on? Up next, ID Gesture. Wonderful channel. ID's been doing a Bo Jackson replay, 1989, using Inside Pitch. Let's put him in the chat here. Our next fight coming up in the heavyweight tournament is going to be George Foreman, Randall Tex Cobb. That might come up probably sometime next week. I don't know if I'll get to it tomorrow. Again, on the channel now, if you haven't seen it, and you enjoy what if matchups in our heavyweight tournament, Joe Frazier and Jersey Joe Walcott was a very good fight. Highly recommend it. And then I think after the Foreman Randall Tex Cobb fight, I think we're going to go with Michael Moorer and Louis Firpo. Next link to go in the chat will be Stratomatic Delaware with Chris. He's doing a Joe Necro replay. Excellent card and dice channel. Absolutely wonderful. And then we'll have RGIDP with Craig. Also card and dice Stratomatic Baseball. Though he hasn't streamed in a couple of weeks, and I hope all is well with him. Let's get that in the chat. And then there's Phil the Issues guy, absolutely fabulous. Love Phil, Joe, and Katie. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, amongst other reviews. Phil will always make you laugh. And we need more laughter in the world, folks. Nothing wrong with that. Especially on the weekend. You have Espo Strap Baseball Network. Well, I don't know how much more streaming. He hasn't done streaming in a little bit. He is the editor for an online Stratomatic page now, so he's busy with that. But I suggest you check out some of his gameplay videos. Very good, very entertaining. Only a couple more. Tabletop Baseball with the Earls. Earl from Delaware just did a golf tournament. It was absolutely fabulous. Card and dice. Again, lots of fun. Different things. You might enjoy them. Check them out. Then we have Mosley Boxing. Self-explanatory. Excellent boxing channel. A lot of historical stuff on there. A lot of video. So these are all friends of the channel. These are people I follow. And you have Omenino. Lots of video gameplay. All types of video game. He was playing the other night Uncharted 2, I think it was. Omen's very good with his chat. Very fun. Very friendly. And JW Flex, big Final Fantasy guy. Oh, lots of fun when I join into his chat. Kind enough to make me a moderator. It's JW Flux. Almost there, folks. And EO Sports League with Ealing. And I'm sure I'll remember some other ones. I have a bad habit of forgetting. Again, lots of sports on EO Sports League. I forgot to do this before I came on. JD in the house. How are you, my friend? JD, moderator extraordinaire. He just put up Chapter 4 of the political... Oh, God. I should have put the link in there. Let me hold on. JD is kind enough. He's doing a political thriller, mystery, intrigue, murder on YouTube. Chapter 4 is up already, but you should start with Chapter 1. Chapter 4 was excellent, JD. Thank you very much, my friend. Very good. I don't want to give away too much, but it seemed like the guy wanted to, the character wanted to talk to somebody. Am I interpreting that correctly, JD? Very good. I just God, around 8 o'clock, 8:15 or something. I just finished it, listening to it. And I'm going to actually, JD, why don't you put, because you're a moderator and you can, don't put your channel, because I have that in here already. It's up towards the top. I mean, you can if you want, but I already put it in. Where's JD? Is he father up? Is he father up? Well, your link is in here. You can re-put it. If you can put your link for the first chapter, because I think that's where people should start, but I don't want to put Chapter 4. I was going to put Chapter 4 in there. As JD says, he did. He wanted someone to talk to, the character. I don't want to give too much away, but there's more to come. Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. The only thing, your volume was kind of low, or I'm losing my hearing more. One or the other, I don't know. Probably I'm losing my hearing more. All right, excellent. So JD has put in the chat the playlist for his online novel, The Political Murder. Oh, God, again, I forget names. The Politician Murder Playlist link. Thank you. It's very good. It is very good. I want to say the chapters he reads around 15 minutes or less. There might have been one that was a little longer, a little shorter. But he has chapters 1 through 4 up there now. Fun stuff. You know, and seeing that he has 4 chapters, get a bowl of popcorn, your favorite beverage, your favorite chips, and you just sit down and have fun with JD and the Politician Murder Playlist link. Online novel. Very good stuff. And we have Ken Castro in the house. How are you, my friend? Kenny Castro has gotten away from the Witness Protection Bureau for a little bit. And for friends of the channel, as Ken and JD say hello, they pass along cordial greetings. And for friends of the channel, don't be alarmed. We're going to be coming back with wrestling pretty soon. I've made a few more wrestlers, and we'll be doing, I think that's what we'll be concentrating on tomorrow, some Sunday wrestling with Fire Pro Wrestling. We have JW Flux as a wrestler. We have Ken Castro as a wrestler. We have D. Scott Howard we've added. Elin we've added. And I forgot someone else, but I've made the character and we've added them. As JD says, I'll be bouncing between you and Johnny. That's fine. This is informal. People come and go as they please. It's always nice to have you, JD, though. You know I love you. And say hello to Johnny. Johnny the King, Johnny Giantsbane. As Ken Castro says, hey, Al, I'm well, thanks. That's what we always like to hear. Oh, Rose. Yeah, watch this, Rose. That's kind of funny, and I hope you're joking. That's awesome, Rose. But I don't think you're joking. So watch what we do to people like you, Rose. So if you tell me you're joking, we'll let you stay. But I don't think you're joking. So let's just do that. Yeah. Bye-bye. If you want to be, you don't want to be a troll, Rose, you're more than welcome to stay. Anyway, enough of that, right? So again, check out JD's book. Excellent job on that. And Rose, you're more than welcome to stay. Keep it cordial. Yeah, that's what you get those people, and we're not going to mention that person's name anymore, but nothing better to do in life. So, anyhow, what's going on, Kenny? Kenny. I love saying Kenny. Kenny. Kenny's a cool name. What's going on, Ken? Well, how goes your retro game replays? And have you gotten into any of the out of the ballpark stuff yet? Again, anyone watching, you're more than welcome to jump in the chat, but let's not be a tool. So, let's go check out. Let's just go for ha-has. Oh, no, that Mr. Heasy had a legitimate channel. So maybe he was joking around. More than welcome to come back in. Anyhow, so what's going on with everyone? Saturday, we made it through the work week. Yes! Yes! Ken Castro says, got another project out. Like 15 now. Well, tell us about one of them, Ken. This is what this is about. What's going on? Whether it's on your channel, if you have one, or just what's going on in general. Again, check out JD. He's linked his online novel, The Politician Murder. The link is up there, the playlist. He has 4 chapters up now. They're excellent. Chapter 4 just posted. Ken Castro playing 17 league with playoff teams from 15 to 17. Oh, from 2015 to 2017? What's the length of the league, game-wise? Are you playing 162? So. Ken Castro says using Payoff, Pitch, APA, and History Maker Baseball. Which is your favorite of those? And have you done anything with Out of the Ballpark yet? Out of the Ballpark 19 will be coming out in March. What's Blazing in Sports has joined us. He says, hey, Al, hope all is well. Everything's as good as it can be, my friend T-Dub. Remember, check out What's Blazing in Sports. His link is provided above in the chat and also down on this page. What's Blazing in Sports was in Clinton Park's chat earlier today. I just missed him. He was rooting on his St. Louis Cardinals. Now here's Beatles. Beatles shows up after the troll leaves. Where were you, Sir Beatles, when we were battling the troll? Beatles says, hey, kids. I may be here shortly. Ken Castro's most likely 54 games per team out. Yeah, that's about good. How long does it take you to roll a dice game? Again, check out What's Blazing in Sports, excellent boxing channel. And what's coming up on your channel, T-Dub? I know you have a lot of stuff going on there. And what are you excited, T-Dub, coming up in the world of boxing? Remember, this is an open forum here. I just did a T-Dub, another boxing match in our heavyweight fantasy boxing tournament between Joe Frazier and Joe Walcott. Was really good if you haven't checked it out. Beetle says, I'm in a bad mood. Sorry, I missed the troll. Yeah. It was funny because my friend JD, author extraordinaire, moderator extraordinaire, he put the link into his online book that he has on YouTube, as well as he's in the editing process for his book that he'll be selling shortly, hopefully later this year. More of an adventure. What's the word I'm looking for? Adventure, sort of Game of Thrones-ish, but more Lord of the Rings, all kinds of good stuff, you know. And again, I'm horrible with names. I apologize. Beatles says he'll be back. We'll be here, Beatles, for a bit. Ken Castro says about rolling the games 30-35 minutes, depending. As he says, hey, what's blazing in sports? What's blazing in sports is Lucas Matisse is fighting tonight. Really? Wow. Who's he fighting? Might have to throw that on the old boob tube to the left of me. Yeah, it was a good fight with what's blazing in sports, T-Dub. It was a good fight. Again, the heavyweight tournament we're doing on my channel, again, it's for ha-has, it's for fun. It's being simulated by Title Bout Championship Boxing. I do the radio call. We had a good crowd last night, picked up a couple more subscribers from one from the UK. I don't know if both of them were from the UK, but one was. Two nice people, so that was pretty cool. Who's Lucas Matisse fighting tonight? Let me go to ESPN for a moment as I chat away. That must be a 10 o'clock fight. Just going to go to ESPN Boxing. Lucas Matisse, a good action fighter. I thought he retired. I thought he retired for some reason. Boxing. Matisse eyeing exclusive welterweight belt against Karim. I don't know who. Looks like an Asian fighter. Check out the schedule here. The Lucas Matisse fights are always good action fights. Tua, oh my God. Tua Karim, 12-round vacant WBA. Oh, they got to get rid of these regular. Is it a championship or is it not regular, then super champion? WBA's made a joke of boxing. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's from Thailand. Okay, thank you. As What's Blazing Sports says, I'm bad with the names as well. HBO After Dark. All right, so that's a little later. We might do a little boxing broadcast then on here. I don't know. Thank you, T-Dub. I think I will check that out. So that's Boxing After Dark. That's usually 10 p.m. We got a little time here. 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably throw it on, keep the chat going, but I won't do a boxing call. I'll just give up. So that should be a pretty good action fight. Who do you like in that fight, T-Dub, from What's Blazing in Sports? Check out What's Blazing in Sports. Excellent boxing channel. Again, links are provided with some friends of the channel here. On the page, up in the chat. We're just discussing a little boxing now. Before that, we talked with Kenny Castro about what he's doing in his gameplay. I don't like these T-Dub. I don't like these regular and super championships. I thought they were getting rid of all that nonsense. I mean, that's it just waters it down. Just make it a 12-round fight. I'm trying to think who's the WBA super champ. Is that I don't even know. Let's just check for ha-has. Champions. Let's look who the WBA welterweight champion is. Oh, Keith Thurman. So why not just make it a title eliminator to see who fights Keith Thurman instead of calling it a regular champion? So they consider Keith Thurman, because he has 2 belts, a super champion? What a joke. The champion, I'm going to tell you, Errol Spence would wreck Jeff Horn if he gets by his fight. And Errol Spence would knock out, I'm telling you right now, would knock out Keith Thurman. Either that or Thurman will turtle and lose a lopsided decision. That's just my opinion. JW Flux in the house. How are you, my friend? Final Fantasy Guru. Again, check out his channel. Link provided on the page and in the chat up above as everyone's saying hello to JW. What's Blazing Sports? Just too many belts to keep up with. Yeah, it's stupid. Why not just call it, in the old days, as I sound old now, they would just say that's a title eliminator, the winner to get a shot at Thurman. It's still a big fight, right? No, they have to make it for this make-believe regular WBA. What does that mean? I don't understand. It's stupid. Where is it again? Welterweight. So this is for the vacant WBA regular welterweight championship. I mean, they're killing their own sport. Boxing's such a good sport. So many good fights. And this is the nonsense. That's why, as What's Blazing in Sports says, Terrence Crawford will most likely beat Jeff Horn. Yes. Yes, he should. But if I'm Terrence Crawford, don't take anything for granted. They're fighting in Australia, I believe, correct? Because that's where they're going to that fight will only make money in Australia. If, by chance, Jeff Horn defeats Terrence Crawford, there's always a chance because Crawford coming up in weight a bit. If I'm Errol Spence, I make the deal to fight Jeff Horn down in Australia, make a ton of money, go down there and clean his clock. Yeah, absolutely. What's Blazing Sports saying? Just making the belts to make money. As JW Flex is saying hi to Kenny and hi to What's Blazing. JW Flux, what is going on with your channel? What's coming up next with your Final Fantasy? I know I kind of know what's coming up because I was in your, a couple of days ago, a really fun stream. Was it Wednesday? But what's coming up with your Final Fantasy? And when you go to his chat, it's not just Final Fantasy. You can talk about anything. You know, you can talk about anything. We talked a little football. JW's a big Cleveland Browns fan and Ohio State Buckeyes fan. As here's the question. Ken Castro, and What's Blazing in Sports, says going down in New York. Oh, that fight's going, the Crawford fight. Why did I think it was in Australia? Oh, then he's, wow, Jeff Horn came here to fight Terrence Crawford. Wouldn't you have thought they would have made a lot more money in Australia? I mean, good for Terrence Crawford, but I would think they would have made a lot more money in Australia for that fight. I mean, where are they fighting in New York? In Brooklyn or at the Garden? I don't even think they could fill the Garden for that. I hope I'm wrong. That should actually be an entertaining fight. Jeff Horn's going to come forward, impress, and Crawford's just an excellent skill fighter. Ken Castro asks the question, Al, think the Bears is lurking tonight? I don't know. He'll pop in if he is lurking at some time. He could just be waiting. Lurking. Picking his opportunity. The Cubs, the Bears. So tomorrow we'll probably have some wrestling on the channel. A little Fire Pro Wrestling. Again, I created some new wrestlers. I created JW Flux. I created Elin Olaf. I created D. Scott Howard, Ken Castro. I think I did somebody else too. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. What's Blazing in Sports says he thinks the fight with Crawford and Horn will be from Madison Square Garden. We can look that up in a moment. So, Alrighty, let me have a sip of iced tea here. Alright, so let's get back to JW Flux. Regarding his channel and Final Fantasy's new patch, I believe on Wednesday will be doing main story, new dungeons and stuff. Cool. So will you be? So you're going to be streaming this coming Wednesday? Check out JW Flux. Even if you've never played Final Fantasy or not sure, it's just fun to watch and talk to JW. Great stuff. Very entertaining. Always cordial. What's Blazing Sports? Confirmed. Madison Square Garden, April 15th. Now, that's interesting to me. I don't know why I thought that fight. Just logically, I thought that fight would be in Australia because they could make more money. But good for Terrence Crawford. Yeah, if it's up here, he should win that fight. I think it's going to be entertaining for as long as it lasts. I think Horn will press the attack. You know, I think it'll be entertaining. It'll be a good TV fight. Crawford needs to stay active. And JD's back. How are you, JD? How's Johnny? Johnny the King? Johnny Giantsbane. Love Johnny. I have to try to get Johnny Giantsbane, Johnny the King, and Beatles Eternally, two fine Irishmen, on so everyone can hear them talk. As JW Flux says, yes, sir, probably around 10 a.m. Wednesday, he'll be streaming some Final Fantasy. So if you're around, check out JW Flux. I don't know if I'll be there live at 10 a.m., but I will check it out later. Back to a little boxing chat. What's Blazing in Sports? T-Dub says Horn will come out strong and hard and strong. Yeah, I think he will. It could be an interesting fight. He's a strong guy, but Crawford should be able to weather that storm, I would think. And Crawford's not Manny Pacquiao, who's 9,000 years old. You know, so. As JW says, JD, says to JW Flux, long time no see, big smiles. So bravo to everyone in the chat for jumping in. As Beatles Eternally magically appears, he says, I heard Irishman. Is there another in here? Well, maybe Johnny Giantsbane will greet us with his presence. You never know. And I have to get with either JW or because he does the Google Hangout. I used to do Google. What's that called? Share time. I can't even remember. I used to live stream with Google, but once I did gaming, I like OBS much better. And I don't even remember how to do the Google thing. And I never had the Google Hangout where people would jump in and talk. I don't think it's that hard. I was going to do it tonight, but without doing a practice run, I still think we should be able to, I should be able to get Beatles on Skype, which I can, because we Skype every once in a while. It's kind of funny. And you should be able to hear him. I don't understand why that didn't work when we tried it one time. As they're saying hello to Beatles. And What's Blazing in Sports is Pacquiao expressed interest to fight Lomachenko, but Lomo not as interested. I'd stay away from that fight unless they gave. If I'm Lomachenko, if they're going to give me a lot of money for that fight, I'd take it. But he should. I mean, with Lomachenko now, he just needs to start making big money. Who was it? Rigo. The last fight, and Rigo quit. I don't care what they said about his hand. He quit. I've seen biggest fight of his life. The guy quit. As Beatles is yelling at me for never checking my Skype, and he called me a wanker. Sir Beatles. Such language. So. Beatles, what projects do you have going on, and when are you going to get your YouTube channel up and running so we can have here Sir Beatles, rogue extraordinaire, musician extraordinaire, magician extraordinaire? When do we get to see you do a game, Sir Beatles? Huh? What's Blazing Sports? He did quit. Lomo, talk about Rigo. He did quit. Lomo moving to 135 for next fight. I think he can get up to like 147 eventually. Beatles Eternally says, I'm a rogue. Oh, you know you're Sir Beatles. JW Flux, I'm using Microsoft Edge. They told me I need to use an older browser to use Hangouts. No big deal, but in case folks wanted to know. Okay. I used to use the Google thing, and I want to get the Hangouts like JD does them with his friends and Johnny. I don't want to do them at the same time. I don't want to conflict with them. But it's sort of a different hangout anyway, but I try not to do stuff at the same time. Okay, take care, What's Blazing. He says, Al, about to pack up and head to my brother's house for the fight. See you all soon. Take care, my friend. And remember, check out What's Blazing in Sports. And I think we're going to put the fight on to the left of me. It's coming up soon, 10:30. We'll watch if you have HBO. Should be a good fight. I don't know if it's going to be the first fight. Lucas Matthias. Oh, God, I butchered the guy's name. Anyway, it should be a good fight. I don't know. We might put it to the side of me, give you a little play-by-play. Then again, might not. JD, get Google Chrome about the only thing that runs Hangouts. I have Google Chrome. I have that. Edge and Firefox. This is JD again. JW Flux says, thanks. And drive safely, What's Blazing in Sports. JD says, Edge and Firefox say the same thing. It's became Google own Hangouts, so they drew on that copyright. Everyone's saying bye to What's Blazing in Sports. JW Flux, I'd be down to shoot the breeze with you guys sometimes. Oh yeah, we had fun. And I gotta get with Broke Black Man 94, anybody, just to test it out. I think all you do is you send the link, or you put the link in the chat. Because I remember I was on Johnny's a long time ago. That's how I met Broke Black Man 94. Oh, there he is. There he is. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. The Cubs, the Bears in the chat. He says, no, he isn't lurking. He has breached the chat room, the great one, the Cubs, the Bears. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Now we're going to hit our stride, folks. Now we just need Broke Black Man 94 Sim Salabim to jump in. But we shall proceed without him. Ken Castro, look who surfaced from the depths, Al. It's the great white shark. The Cubs, the Bears. Alright, here we go. JD says, that's an ad feature in Hangouts where you can send an invite or you can paste the link in the chat. Yes, thank you, JD. And I do want, and that's where I'm eventually going with this, because I like what you do. I like what Johnny does and Bro, everyone when they do it. I'm not quite sure. JW Flux. AU has a nice video on setting it up, if I remember. Cool. Manuel Christian Rivera in the house. How you doing, Manny? He says, how is everyone? I'm okay. I think we're all right. We're all together on this Saturday evening chatting away. Haven't really gotten to any subjects. A little boxing talk, a little gaming talk. Check out JD's online book, The Politician Murders. He's up to chapter 4, and they're all on YouTube. Great stuff. I just listened to chapter 4 today, just before I came on. I was getting some pictures. Our next fight, just an update for my channel. Next fight we're going to do, it'll come up sometime next week, George Foreman versus Randall Tex Cobb. I was downloading pictures for that. I think that's going to be an interesting fight. That one intrigues me to see if Cobb can go the 15-round distance. I don't know how much it intrigues other fans of the channel, but it intrigues me. Then I think we're going to go with Michael Moore and Louis Firpo. Just a little update. And we have Game 4 coming up between the 1961 Yankees and the 2017 Houston Astros. Yankees lead that series 3-0. What a team that 61 team is. Outstanding. Manuel Christian Rivera, a.k.a. Manny, says, everything's good. Everything's good. That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that everything is good, my friends. So I got some funny stories I'll be sharing with you in a moment. So I will be back in one moment. We're going to take a little station identification break. This is Al Red Sox fan, and you're watching and listening on the Al Red Sox fan YouTube station. Remember to check out friends of the channel. Links listed on the page, also in the link. And I shall be back in 2 and 2, as Chuck Woolery used to say. So grab your favorite beverage and snack, because it's going to be a long ride. And I am back. Thank you for your patience. And jumping in the chat. Oh, as the Cubs versus dead air. Well, yes, it is fatal for the broadcast. I agree. As the Cubs the Bears says, when is the wedding date, Al? Shh. Shh. Quiet. Quiet. Real World had a message he retracted. I didn't read it, so I don't know what it said. It could have been horrible. Could have been horrible things. I don't know. Alrighty. So we had a little dead air there, but you should have been entertaining yourselves. Dead air is sometimes bad, I agree. But sometimes it's necessary. Let's see what we missed here. I'm curious. What did you say, Real World? Anyway, good to see you in the chat. As everyone's saying hello to Manny. And, alright. So. Alright, I got caught up with the chat. Not really anything really going there. What are your thoughts on the Hall of Fame voting that just took place for baseball? It's one subject. What movies have we seen? Have we seen any new movies? New TV shows? Ken Castro's always up for a movie review, aren't you, Ken? Ken loves movies. And no date has been set, Mr. The Cubs, the Bears. Real World, how did you get Title Bout? I just downloaded it. If you go to there, if you type in Title Bout, They still sell it. In fact, Beatles says it's on sale or something for like, what's it? What did you say, Beatles? $13? Let me see. Hold on a second. Let me just go here. I'm going to type in title about. Title about computer. I want to say it was the same people who do Out of the Ballpark at one time. Did you mean title about Championship Boxing Home? Yes, I did. And there it is, Real World. And Clinton Parks has joined us in the chat. He has a game. He just finished a game up. Don't tell us who won, Clinton. We're going to go. That way people will go watch. Who played? What game did you do? And was it National Pastime 3? The Cubs and Bears. I remember Siskel and Ebert and Castro. Good movie review show. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent movie review. All right. Now, we're going to do something different. We're going to vote on bad. I can't play the songs but I can put the links in the chat. And we're going to vote on what is the worst song. If we're going to put together some bad, let's think about this. We want to put together, there's someone we don't like, we'll say. And we want to make them more bummed out. What songs would we use? I think this one would definitely put them over the edge. And I'm going to put the link in the chat, and you guys can click on it. I don't know if you remember Tiny Tim, but that was a god-awful song. Let's see. There it is, Tiny Tim, Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Alright, see, I can't click on it because YouTube will flag me saying I'm using copyright. But let's see, so that's one song, Tiny Tim. So we're going to vote, The Cubs the Bears says, worst song, Clap for the Wolfman. Ooh, I have to find that one. I don't recall that one. Clinton Park, sorry to be late. Don't apologize, Clinton. You come as go as you want, my friend. Did the 1967 National Pastime 3 Twins-Orioles opening day want to know what happened? You have to look. That's right. You have to look. Don't tell us. I'll be checking that out later. So that's one. Real World. I heard that song on Laugh-In. Yeah, it's a god-awful song. Well, him singing it. Real World. I put the link in the chat for Title About Boxing. If you didn't see it, I don't know if you did. Alright, so that's one song. Let's go back and find another really bad song. This is an interesting song. I believe I'll never have that recipe again. What's that, MacArthur's Park? And who sang that? Richard Harris. That's another god-awful. Well, actually, you know what? I don't dislike that song, to be honest with you. It's just a it's a strange song. As Beatles Eternally. Oh, he's in a saucy mood. Beatles says, I feel like a leper among all you American League types. Wankers. Oh, Beatles. You just don't like the DH. Manuel Christian Rivera says about Tiny Tim, wow, he looks like a vampire. That hit it out. Yes. That hit it out of the ballpark. Richard Harris, MacArthur's Park. Yes, we're going to put that one in the link, too. I actually like this song, but that's kind of a weird song. But I don't know if anyone's ever heard this one. Probably some people haven't, but it's a bizarre song. Let me just get to that. So let's do MacArthur's Park here. MacArthur's Park, Richard Harris. And there it is. Wow, 7 minutes and 26 seconds. Oh, yeah, we got to click on that puppy. And here's MacArthur's Park. So that's... Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Richard Harris, fine actor to Cubs of Bears. Yes, he was. The Real World, worst song, The Night Chicago Died. That's funny. And the Cubs of Bears also hates the DH. Alright, so Real World has nominated The Night Chicago Died. Daddy was a cop. Back in the days. The bad old day. In Chicago. Alright, so let's do that. The Night Chicago Died. And we're just putting them in the chat in case anyone's never seen or heard these songs. That way you know what we're talking about. And that was Paper Lace. And this is a video, so this is, you can actually see what Paper Lace looks like. The Night Chicago Died. And that was recommended by The Real World. Any other? Oh, Wild Geese! I love that movie. I love that movie. That was with Roger Moore. They were mercenaries. Roger Moore, Richard Harris, the guy who married Elizabeth Taylor, Burton, Richard Burton. A lot of actors. That German guy, or he was in The Phoenix. I can't think of it. The one with the plane crash in the desert. Tenacious Strat in the house. How are you, my friend? Check out Tabletop Baseball. That link is also provided above in the chat and on the page. Earl, without the E, that's Tenacious. He just finished up a golf tournament. A lot of fun. Watched 2 videos of that today. Live streams are excellent job. Crocodile Rock. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's bad. Man Called Horse is a good movie. That was a good movie. Wild Geese, I can't... Flight of the Phoenix, I think it was called. And there's the guy was in Flight of the Phoenix. He's like a German guy, or he plays a German guy in a lot of movies, but... He was the actor who built model planes. Al, the guy who married Elizabeth Taylor only narrows it down to 10 people. Richard Burton, I already remembered, thank you. Tenacious Strat says, it always stinks jumping in the midst of a conversation. We're just talking about anything. I'm talking about bad songs right now. We can talk about anything. What's coming up on Tabletop Baseball, Earl? That's another thing we do on this channel. We just start plugging everything. So you want to check out Clinton Parks. He has a game up, National Pastime 3, between the Orioles and the Twins, I think it was. Check that out. Tenacious Strat, hey Beatles, so what's this question? Garbage songs or something? Yeah, it's we're just talking about bad songs. We had Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Tenacious Strat, I will sing We Build This City Tomorrow. Excellent. If you do karaoke on YouTube, can we get banned for singing songs? I don't think so. I sang that other song at the end, which JW Flux recommended. We're going to do that again. When we go off the air, I'm singing again. So, that's the way we're going out. What was that other horrible song? Oh, you know what song I like? Every song from AC/DC I hate. Oh boy, Beatles, we're going to get in trouble with that one. As Manny says, can't wait for baseball to start. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. It's around the corner. Elin Olaf in the house. How are you, my friend? Remember, check out EO Sports League. Clinton Parks. Beatles is ranting about the DH rule. Can't blame him, though. I like the gents over in San Francisco. The Giants over in San Francisco. Any song from Air Supply. The Real World. That's true. Tenacious Strat, that stupid Cher song, Do You Believe in... Oh, yeah, that's awful. We got to put that one in there. Let's everyone be miserable about that one. Here's one that's depressing. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's a depressing one. The Wreck. There it is. The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And that's Gordon Lightfoot. And that's a true story, unfortunately, but it is a very depressing song. We're going to put that in the chat. JW Flux, Living La Vida Loca. Oh, who's saying that? Tenacious Strat says, no, Gordon Lightfoot rocks. No, yeah, that's not a bad... It's just depressing. It's a good song. I like it. I'll tell you a song I really like. But when I watch it, it reminds me of... Not, I'm going to put this version. It's Stuck in the Middle with You by Stealers Wheel. But I'm going to put the version that... When I hear that song, I think about that scene from Reservoir Dogs. Stuck in the Middle with You, Stealers Wheel. And let's get the Reservoir Dogs with Michael Madsen. Oh, yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible. But this is what I think of when I hear that song. Great song, though. Stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Has anyone seen Reservoir Dogs? Ricky Martin sings La Vida Loco. Yeah, I don't care for that. I mean, it's a catchy tune, but I don't really care for that one either. Good. Sundown. I don't know that one. Tenacious Strat. Yeah, Jerry Rafferty was the lead singer for Stealers Wheel. Did Baker Street. I like Stealers Wheel. I like this song. I'm just saying this is what when I hear that song, this is the way I think of automatically, and I actually start doing that dance that Michael Madsen does. And God, if you have never seen the scene, I put it in there. Great movie. Great movie. JW Flexus saw it in the theaters. You saw Reservoir Dogs in the theaters? Cool. Sundown, Gordon Lightfoot. Oh, okay. Sundown, dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I own Reservoir Dogs. Elin Olaf. Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Not a big Quentin Tarantino fan, though. That's just an iconic scene. It's gruesome. It's gruesome. Oh, Beatles Eternally says Jerry Rafferty died last year. Member of Stealers Wheeler. That's too bad. I'm trying to think what other... I mean, when I hear that Stealers Wheeler song, Stuck in the Middle with You, that's the song I think of. Alright. That is just... Clinton Parks. Ricky Martin played Shay in revival of Evita on Broadway. He royally sucked. There's so many jokes there, Clinton. I'll just stay away from that, but there's a lot of jokes there. Because I think he really does suck. Ba-boom, boom. Alright. Tenacious Strat, crappy song. Anything by Lady Goo. I agree. I agree with you, Tenacious. I saw Reservoir Dogs in the theater at my college. Why do I have to be Mr. Pink, JW Flux? Is that not one of the best scenes? And I'm going to put that in the chat. We'll find that. The scene, that's a good scene. But remember the scene I think the Mr. Pink scene was before, but then they had the diner scene when they were talking about why he doesn't tip. That's just funny stuff. I mean, you actually like these horrible, you have some feelings for these horrible human beings. Tenacious Strat. If you don't like Steely Dan, you need to locate some musical taste, though. Now, Steely Dan's, no, they're good. Steely Dan's different from Steelers Wheel. Steely Dan, they did a lot of good songs. What's that? Oh, I gotta type that in now. But I want to do that scene from Reservoir Dogs, which is a really good scene. A lot of good dialogue, in my opinion. I like Quentin Tarantino. I liked Reservoir Dogs. I like Pulp Fiction. I like Django. A lot of people didn't like it. They used the N-word a lot, but I guess I'm gonna type in Reservoir Dogs, and I want that scene, the diner scene. So I'm gonna Reservoir. That's probably that's a great scene when Steve Buscemi's telling them why he does not tip. Reservoir Dogs diner scene. You gotta love YouTube. You can find everything you want on YouTube. And if you've not seen this, this is hilarious. This is Reservoir Dogs, why Steve Buscemi, as Mr. Pink, does not tip. Check it out. Clinton Parks. I prefer Pulp Fiction, though Tarantino was cool in Desperado. Pulp Fiction's very good. There's some really fun scenes in that, too. I also like Guy Ritchie movies. English gangster movies he does. They're good fun. JW Flex. The dinner scene is the opening scene, if I remember. I think you're right, because then I think they flash to why do I have to be Mr. Pink? Black Friday. JW Flex says. Clinton Parks. If it's a movie, that's okay, but never to me in public. Buscemi's a great actor and American. Tenacious Strat says. He was actually on... Buscemi was... I forgot what season, but he was on The Sopranos. He played a cousin of Tony, I believe. Elin Olaf. Has anyone seen 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri? Is that a movie? Or are there literally 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri? Tenacious Strat. Yeah, JW and SD. Song with some balls. Spies Like Us. I like the Spies Like Us. Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. You know what was a fun movie with Dan Aykroyd was John Cusack was in it too. Where they were hitmen. And now I can't think of it. Clinton Parks. My cover photo is one of my Facebook page is Honey Bunny and Pumpkin. And that's using the N-word Al. I don't get that, but... Oh, that movie's Oscar now. I've never... 3 Billboards. I've never seen it. Favorite movie, Tenacious remains Shawshank. Good movie. Shawshank Redemption. In fact, JD, in his online novel, The Politician Murders, or Political Murders, I can't remember. The links I've said above. Chapter 4 is up on YouTube now. He actually mentions that movie in Chapter 4. One of the characters is discussing that movie. It's pretty cool. Beatles says McCartney wrote the song for Spies Like Us. JW Flux. It was nominated for Best Picture, but I haven't seen it. Worst movie that was nominated for Best Picture. To me, The English Patient. I have yet been able to sit through that movie. And I like movies. Poor Ken Castro. He's probably left the chat. He hates movies. What is the worst movie, in your opinion, or movie you dislike that, everyone's like, oh, it's, won the Oscar, or it's a big... Mine's The English Patient. I totally dislike that movie. JW Flex. There's like 9 movies nominated. Haven't seen any of them. I probably, if we went to that list, I probably haven't seen any of them either. I saw the Planet of the Apes movie. That was good. I enjoyed that. The new one with Woody Harrelson. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't say it in public. I just said in the movie, Clinton. In the movie. He caught a lot of flack for using that word. JW Flex, he definitely saying Spies Like Us. Tenacious Threat, the stupid movie that was about the British strippers nominated but didn't win. Oh, the guy! Was that the one with the guys? Full Monty? Was that the one you're talking about? Manny says Last Gang in New York. I don't think I ever saw that one. John Wick, Clinton Park says, doesn't like that movie. Signs was the most hated until The Last Jedi came out. JW Flex. Elon Olaf. Woody Harrelson was also in 3 Billboards and was great. Cool. I like Woody Harrelson. Clinton Parks. Haven't seen The Hateful Eight, have you? Yes, I have seen The Hateful Eight. It needed to be cut down by about 45 minutes. There's some really good dialogue in it. It took me 3 attempts because I kept falling asleep at the same moment. So on the 4th, actually 4 attempts. On the 4th attempt, my friend at work, Mike, said, just, you've seen that part, just skip over it and get to the next part. Very good dialogue. He needs to cut that movie should have been cut down by at least a half hour to 45 minutes. Half hour. Tenacious Strat. Yes, the Full Monty. I thought it was funny, but yeah, I mean, again, it's a goofy movie. JW. Crash was probably one of the worst to win. Yeah, I didn't like that movie either. I don't know. Everyone was like, oh, Crash, Crash, Crash. I'm like, yeah, not for me. Didn't care for it. JW Flux. I like The Hateful Eight. Did you think it was too long, though? I thought they could have cut a half hour out. I thought the end, I'm not going to give it away if anyone wants to watch it. I thought the ending was really good. Quentin Tarantino always has pretty good endings. Ken Castro is still here, and I can see him rolling his eyes. Rolling his eyes. Why are we talking about movies? He says, see what you started, the Cubs? I don't even know if the Cubs, the Bears, are still here. He has not surfaced in a while from the depths. Illinois, did we already do our Super Bowl picks? Not yet, no. But you can jump in with Super Bowl picks. I like the Patriots. Shocking. The Cubs, the Bears. Thoughts and prayers to you, Ken. Ken does not like movies. Tenacious Strat. Okay, bad songs and overrated bad movie. Celine Dion. My Heart Will Go On. Titanic. Oh, here. This one's for you, Tenacious Strat. As that ball's going, gone. You hit that out of the ballpark. Out of the ballpark, my friend. Good friend Andre Ford in the live chat. How are you, my friend? Long time no chat. You do check out the channel a lot. I greatly appreciate that. Alejandro Milano says, Viva Boston, puppy! So, Andre, we're just talking about bad songs, bad movies, and whatever else. Super Bowl picks. I like the Patriots. But, again, JW Flux. Kind of long, however. I think it was paying homage to the old Western epics. Yes, but he could have cut that down. Great old Western. Great old Western. Once Upon a Time in the West with Jason Robar, Charles Bronson, and Henry Fonda plays the bad guy, and he's horrible in it. I was like, holy cow, I never seen Henry Fonda play a bad guy in a movie in my life. Once Upon a Time in the West. Approximately just under 3 hours, I think. Spaghetti Western, great movie, great movie. Tenacious Strat says, Pats will win, Belichick retires, and a lot of young Patriots fans will jump off the wagon next year. Well, could be. Andre Ford smiles, says, interesting topics. Yeah, we're just all over the place. That's the way I like to call it chat with Al. I had some funny stories I was going to tell about. I think I might. I got a funny date story when I was younger regarding flatulence. Flatulence is always funny, I think. Clinton Park's greatest Western ever done, Once Upon a Time. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. I said it wrong, didn't I? Once Upon a Time in the West with Claudia Cardinale. She is hot. Yes, she was hot. Oh, my Lord. Beatles, eternally. Super Bowl will be over. People will talk about commercials and pitchers and catchers report. Yeah, pretty soon, Beatles. Pretty soon. And we'll have to do our picks. That's going to be a fun show. What we're going to do, and I think we'll do it maybe before baseball season starts. We'll just pick our division winners, and we'll pick our wild cards just for ha-has. Yes, Once Upon a Time in the West, great movie. I highly recommend it if you like westerns. JW Flux. Nevada Smith is my favorite if you had to pick one. Nevada Smith. Is that the one with Nicholas? Jack Nicholas? Nicholson. I get him and the golfer's name mixed up all the time. The Cubs, the Bear. Thought you meant pitchers and catchers for us old guys. As he's joking with Beatles eternally. Beatles says, LOL. Andre Ford. Wild Bunch is another good one. Yes. William Holden. Clinton Park's best opening of any movie, The Wild Bunch. Elon Olaf, I'm excited for the Super Bowl to be over. Then we only have 5 days till the Winter Olympics. That's right, it's an Olympic year. I like the hockey net. Clint Eastwood Westerns. Oh, yeah. I tell ya, favorite Clint Eastwood Westerns. A Fistful of Dollars. The first spaghetti Western he did. Obviously, I like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I also like the one where he's the preacher. I can't think of the name, where he hit Jaws in the nuts with the sledgehammer. That was hilarious. Pale Rider. Is it Pale Rider? Clinton Park. Silverado did a great thing and brought back Westerns. Magnificent Seven. That was a good one. I like that one. I actually like the remake, too. Not a bad movie. Enjoyed it. Beatles Attorney. The director of that was inspired by the gangster movie Once Upon a Time in America. Oh, I don't know, because Once Upon a Time in the West was way before that, I think. If we're talking about the same, I might have missed something. Tenacious Try. Okay, cried during a movie this morning. The Waterboy. Sports movies are great, even comedies. Waterboy's my favorite. Okay. Again, we can go all over the place. Tenacious Strap brings up another topic, and that's what we do here. We're going to go. I like that topic. And again, doesn't mean we go off Westerns. JW Flex, Pale Rider. Thank you. Andre Ford, Pale Rider. Thank you very much, gents. Favorite, and we've done this before, but, you know, sometimes you forget. Favorite sports movie, and I'm going to tell you right now, The Waterboy, even though it's a goofy comedy, is one of my favorite sports movies, along with the original Longest Yard for football and North Dallas 40. But that's a great, I love that movie. I don't know if you're making a joke, Tenacious, but I love Waterboy. It's one of those movies, if I click by and it's on, I sit and I watch it. Elon Olaf, hockey, bobsledding, short track, speed skating, freestyle skating. What's not to like, as he's talking about the Olympics coming up. Ken Castro, movies in the Super Bowl, 2 things in one night I don't care about. Why are you doing me like that, Al? And the Cubs, the Bears. Al. Kenny, bring up a different topic. We'll go all over the place. Andre Ford, Outlaw Josie Wales, excellent. Tombstone, excellent. I'll be your Huckleberry. Kenny Parks, the director did Once Upon a Time in the West so he could get the money for Once Upon a Time in America. It was Sergio Leone's last movie. And Once Upon a Time in America was with Robert De Niro, James Woods, and it was about the Jewish gangsters. Am I correct? I'm pretty sure I am. Good movie. JW Flux. Just watched They Call Me Trinity last week. That's in my top 5. I don't think I've ever seen that. Illinois. Val Kilmer was great in Tombstone. Oh yeah, he was great as as the dentist. Oh my God, Doc Holliday. And another good version, Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas is a good version of that storyline. Andre Ford, Slapshot, Bad News Bears, excellent. Slapshot, the original Slapshot, and I'm going to put a scene in because it's one of the funniest scenes ever. I got to put the scene in with the Hanson brothers. Tenacious Strap brings up another Caddyshack. You'll get nothing and you'll like it. Spalding! You'll get nothing and you'll like it. Judge Smales. Tenacious Strap. No, I'm damn serious. Done pretty well. Musburger and Fouts making fun of each other. Dying ain't much of living, boy. Ken Castro. I was an extra in a made-for-TV movie and not an adult film. The Cubs. The Bears before you go there. Ken, tell us a little bit about this, Ken. We have a celebrity. We're all celebrities here, but I mean, we have someone who is a movie extra. Bang the Drum Slowly. Good movie. Robert De Niro. The gentleman who played the father on Laverne and Shirley. Laverne's father. Michael Moriarty. Good movie. Good story. Danny Aiello. Clinton Parks. I don't know, Elin. Women's bobsledding, tight uniforms. Oh boy, Clinton, be nice, be nice. Elin asks, what movie, Ken? You had to go there, Clinton, Elin says. The Cubs and Bears. Ken, so what was I? Quarterback Princess made for two. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Quarterback Princess. And that was with the girl from Mad About You, right? She played the quarterback. I remember that. Clinton Parks. They're an effing disgrace, the Hanson brothers. I'm going to find that. Ken was in The Devil and Mrs. Jones. Tenacious Strap. I'm not going to put that up in the chat. That's not a bad movie, though. They brought their toys with them. Your wife's a dyke. I know. Oh, God, I gotta. Let's go with. I think we can go with the Tenacious Strap one first. Your wife's a dyke. That's a good one. I like that one. So let's go Slapshot. I'm gonna put some scenes from Slapshot, which is just, and then we'll do some Bad News Bears scenes. I mean, you guys must have all seen these, but I don't know. It'll make us laugh, and laughter is good. Laughter is good. Slapshot. Oh, okay. I found the pre-game brawl first. We'll do that one, which is pretty funny. This is the pre-game brawl with the Hanson brothers, who are just absolutely hilarious. This is Slapshot pre-game brawl coming in the chat here. Back to the chat. Clinton Parks. Ken was Mr. Applegate in Damn Yankees. The Cubs and Bears. Helen Hunt. I met her, Al, but she was quite young then. Yeah, you're talking about the Princess quarterback. I remember that. Was that the after-school special? I remember that. Oh, my God. That's hilarious you brought that up. That's why you are the great white shark, the Cubs, the Bears. Clinton Parks. Elin, I'm 62. Who cares what I think anymore? At least my last name is not Weinstein. Thank God. And we care what you think. Elin's laughing. He thinks that's funny. Beatles Attorney. Greatest sports movie scene. And Clinton, you know it. James Earl Jones' speech in Field of Dreams. That's a very good scene. Not funny, though, but very good. Baseball. That's what holds us together. So check out that's pretty funny. Ken Castro. Sprague with Michael Nouri and Glennis Johns, 1984 film, filmed in Boston. Tenacious Strap. Anything that travels that far ought to have a damn stewardess on it. Oh, you know, Airplane was a funny movie. Not a sports movie, but a funny movie. Let's go back to Slapshot now. I want to find that. Oh, the opening scene of Slapshot. This is another good one. When the guy with the bad toupee has the goalie, the French-Canadian goalie, you go through the books, you feel ashamed. This is the opening scene of Slapshot. Andre Ford, Major League Classic. Yes, the first one. I didn't know. I didn't know that was his wife. So this one is the opening scene from Slapshot. To Cubs and Bears. Ken, did you get it on with Kalinas Johns? Ken, I did not, but the other extras were intriguing. Tenacious Strat, that's Bull Durham. The Great White Hope with James Earl Jones. Good movie. Good movie. Let's go to another clip from, again, Slapshot. And this is one of the funniest. They made them do... Here it is. Here it is. They used to make them do these modeling shows. This is hilarious. Slapshot fashion show clip. This is funny. If you've not seen this, oh my god, this is hilarious. Slapshot's one of my all-time favorite movies. Can you tell? Paul Newman, awesome. Love Paul Newman. God rest his soul. Elian Olaf with a quote from Major League. You may run like Hayes, but you hit like shite. J.W. Flux, another quote from Major Leagues. Hey, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill. And then the classic from Major League. Just a little bit outside. Bob Uecker. That's from Clinton Parks. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. So check out, you have to see that, the fashion show clip. Tell me what you think about that if you've never seen it. It's just hilarious. And did I put the brawl? I think I did put the brawl. Let's see if we can get the other one where the guy says, your wife's a dyke. Hanson Brothers debut. That's a good one. Let's see, finally play the Hanson Brothers. Back to the chat. Tenacious Strat. Your lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way to first base. He's wearing Frankenstein shoes. J.W. Flux. Ken Casper. Behind the Green Door with Ben Davidson was my favorite growing up. Oh boy. Andre Ford with another quote for Major League. Don't mess with Joe Boo's rum. Very bad. Clinton Parks. I can't resist trivia time, kiddies. What does Slapshot and the Wild Bunch have in common? Ooh, that's good. Okay, let's... Oh, the old guy. The old guy. The old guy who was the GM. I don't know his name. He was the GM in Slapshot. It's got to be him. He's in a ton of movies. That's my guess. That's my guess, Clinton. Elian Olaf. I watched Angels in the Outfield not too long ago, and I forgot how many big names were in that one before they took off. I think it's the old guy, Clinton Parks. The GM. He was also in Cool Hand Luke. What's the famous quote from Cool Hand Luke? Come on, you guys, you got to know this one. The famous quote. Everyone says it from Cool Hand Luke. Clinton Parks is very good out. Strother Martin. Yeah, I never remember his name. He's in a ton of stuff, though. He's in a ton of stuff. So, Strother Martin. So, what's the quote from Cool Hand Luke? who Strother Martin is also in Cool Hand Luke, and he actually says the very famous quote, to which Paul Newman says before he gets shot in the head. Tenacious Strat. It's a little bit of a chick flick, but League of Their Own can bring a tear. And one of my wife's relatives played for the Rockford Peaches and won the title. Very cool. I like League of Their Own. I like that. I think it's a solid baseball movie. Tom Hanks is great in it as Jimmy Dugan. Clinton Parks, what we have here is a failure to communicate. You are correct. Beatles attorney said something bad about me. He retracted it. I don't know. He said something. What did he say? What did Sir Beatles say? Andre Ford, LOL. JW Flux. Smother Martin. Struther. I keep calling him Smothers, don't I? Strother Martin. Beatles attorney. Search YouTube for Out of the Park Baseball 18 MLB now. Clinton Parks. I have Out of the Park 18. Not very fond of it. Glad it didn't pay a lot for it. Oh, it's a good game, Clinton. You got it. You got to under. Well, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I enjoy Out of the Park. I mean, no dice rolling. That's all done behind the scene. Oh, Tenacious Strat says he said the Patriots are poop. Well, that's okay. I don't think they're poop. I don't, but, you know, I get it why people hate them. That's fine. But people have to understand, I rooted for them when they stunk. So I'm enjoying everything because I know it's going to come to an end. You know, it just does. Things come to an end. They made a bad trade when they traded away Jimmy Garoppolo. That was your next. That was going to be Joe Montana to Steve Young. That's what that was going to be. So, Clinton Parks, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm going with Philly. They're going to lose. I don't know. I hope they lose. I'm rooting for the Patriots. Elon says, what do you like about it, Clinton? Tenacious, nah, he didn't, but I figured it was worth saying. Ha ha ha. It was good. I like that, Tenacious. Clinton Parks, the GM part, but I worked on it. You have to get used to the GM. Now, Clinton, you can play that out of the ballpark. You can play that without being the GM. You can play historical transactions if you want. I like playing out of the ballpark with the GM stuff, making trades. It's open world. You have to like open world. So, you know, but you can play it straight up. You can, before you start the game, you hit historical transactions. And if you have any questions, myself or Beatles can walk you through that. I have to look at the page to remember, like when I help Beatles load the pictures up. Yeah, see, Beatles says you can play out of the ballpark without being a GM. I think that's the biggest complaint, Beatles. People don't like to be the GM. It's kind of fun. Tenacious Strat. Yep, Al Kraft went a little wrong there. Oh, absolutely, Tenacious. Absolutely. If you were going to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, you should have done it in the offseason and kept the quarterback for Indianapolis now. Because he was a nice young quarterback, too. I think Garoppolo's better than him, but now we don't have a young quarterback at all. Clint Parks, do I have a story for you? Jimmy Garoppolo will make more money at the Super Bowl than Tom Brady. Robert LaFlamme, how are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Oh, trust me, I know the bad side to it. Been a fan for 40 years. Brissett, thank you. Thank you. I mean, if I was going to make that trade, again, it's just me, we're talking about stuff, and we could talk about any football team, any baseball team, but the Patriots came up. I'm a Patriots fan. I would have kept Jimmy Garoppolo. I still think it's a bad trade. They caved to Tom Brady, maybe. I don't know. You know. But we could have moved from one good quarterback to another. A great quarterback to a good quarterback. I shouldn't say one. Robert LaFlamme, I know when Brady and Belichick are gone, it will be normal. Yeah, it's going to happen. But Robert says you've been watching for 40 years, so you know the bad teams. Believe me. Robert says he's been watching for 40 years. They had bad teams. They had some good teams, and they'd have these bad teams. Clinton Park's been watching the Patriots since Gino Cappelletti was a field goal kicker for the Boston Patriots and a wide receiver. Don't forget that. One of the best AFL players in history. Robert LaFlamme says he's doing good. Excellent, Robert. We always like to hear that. Tenacious Strat says, all right, bedtime. Good night, gentlemen. Ken, ha ha ha. Thank you very much, Tenacious Strat. And if you don't know, that's Earl, one of the Earls, Earl without the E from Delaware, from Tabletop Baseball. Check out his channel, Tabletop Baseball. Great channel. All right. And the link is provided on the page and in the chat. Thank you very much for stopping by, my friend. Good night. Health, happiness, and God bless. Back to the chat now. Ken Castro, I'll always talk baseball, Clinton Park says. As everyone's saying good night to Earl. Robert LaFlamme should have traded him last offseason. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to trade him, and I wouldn't trade him, but I mean, if you're going to, which they did, I would have traded him in the offseason. I agree. I would have kept Brissett, who I couldn't remember his name, and Tenacious Strat was kind enough to put it in the chat. I would have kept Brissett then. It's just silly. Silly. I don't like the trade. I would have kept him. Tom Brady's not going to play forever. They keep thinking he's going to play forever. I know he has good stats. He might win the MVP. He doesn't throw the ball the same. I don't care what anyone says. Watch the way he throws the ball. It's not the same. And he's playing great for his age, but don't tell me he's playing at the same level. No, he's not. He's not. And he's one hit away from being done. It's just my opinion. Obviously, I love Tom Brady. He's brought Super Bowl championships to a team that I've never thought would win the Super Bowl. Clinton Parks, Gino owns a record that cannot be broken, most points. That's correct. In a season for the AFL. Was a great football player, Gino Cappelletti. Brad62 in the house. How are you, my friend? He says, hi, everyone. Anyone get a newsletter for the new Out of the Ballpark in Action Baseball? I got an email on the Out of the Ballpark 19s coming out in March. I think March 22nd. If you pre-order, you can get it early. I didn't get anything for Action Baseball. Beatles Eternally. ESPN now uses Out of the Park instead of Diamond Mine Baseball for projections. It's more accurate than Diamond Mine Baseball, and that's saying something. Al, what are your... Elin Olaf. Al, what are your thoughts about the changes in Action PC hockey and basketball? I like them. A little more animation. I have a couple of videos on the channel. Hockey, I really enjoy playing and calling, even though I butcher all the names. It's fun. I play that very basically. I play it basically basic. I let the computer set all the lines. I play some games offline, obviously. I do a little more fooling around with it. Big Bobby Orr fan. That's why I got the hockey game. Love Bobby Orr. Score number 4, Bobby Orr. I like what they've done. I like to see a little more animation, in fact. I think that's what they're going to get to. I like what they did with the baseball game. Again, there's little tweaks. Now, the thing with, and you guys know, I like Action PC games. The thing with Action PC is when you buy the new version, if you buy it on sale, if you wait till it to go on sale, and you had an older version any year, so they're going to knock off $5 approximately. I think it's a little more, is it 5? I think it's $5 for the sale. Then you knock off another $5 when you type in upgrade. That's $10 off. I got the new game for $35. Again, it's not for everyone. I don't. That's my enjoyment. That's my entertainment money. So, Robert LaFlamme, Brady's bad is most quarterbacks good. Yes, I agree, Robert. I'm just saying there comes a point in time he's not going to be able to play anymore, and it was all set up to be the Joe Montana to Steve Young kind of thing. But obviously, the 49ers cut ties with Montana, and the Patriots weren't going to cut ties with Brady. I understand that. I just think I would have kept him. Brad62, Out of the Ballpark has added more life-like animations. Have you seen it? I have not seen any of the new animations. That's what they say. I love Out. I can't wait till March 22nd. The Cubs, the Bears, Beatles. We both hate the DH and idolize Out of the Park. I am in good company. Respect. Beatles Eternally. I'm excited for Out of the Ballpark 19, Brad. I've bought Out of the Ballpark I've bought it ever since I found out about it. I bought it since my first version was a 2010 version on Steam, and that was old. And then I bought the 2014, 15. I think I've bought since 2014. That's one of the few games I buy new every year. I don't even wait for it to go on sale. Robert LaFlamme. Live in Georgia, miss the Bruins. How's the weather in Georgia, Robert? Good to have you in the chat, my friend. Hope you're enjoying. We're all over the place. That's all right in the chat. So, Ken Castro agree. He's done more for the game than some of the National League selections in the past. I missed something. They must be talking about the. You talking about Vlad Guerrero? Even though he finished off with the. He's going in as an angel, though. Clinton Parks. Mine will always be Digital Diamond Baseball. I'm getting Action PC, though I'm always looking. Actually, I think you'll like Action PC, and there's a lot more to the game. If you're just watching my channel, I'm not showing you the cards and stuff because, to me, it's cumbersome to bring up, and it's overkill. There's a lot of stats involved, you know? Even Out of the Ballpark, tons of stats. Never going to happen in New England. I missed something, Robert LaFlamme. Beatles Eternally. He really did, Ken. Baseball Hall of Fame really made an error in not selecting him. Who are we talking about there? I missed something. Robert LaFlamme. He deserves to retire Patriot. Oh, Brady. Gotcha. Yeah, he does. Clinton Park says, look out for that, Elin. Elin is that inside pitch. Elin likes inside pitch. He does a lot of stuff with the sports game. Robert LaFlamme, it's raining in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia, right? Or is that the song, right? Brad 62. I wish Dave Koch would update graphics. It is a great engine, but the game looks like a game from the 90s. It doesn't. Oh, Buck O'Neil. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, I agree with you guys then regarding Buck O'Neil. Brad, I like the graphics. I mean, it is what it is. I enjoy Action PC. Very fun game. When I play Action PC, I play that sort of straight up when I play my historical replays. I like to fool around with the lineups though, but I play with historical transactions, so I lose players when they get traded or injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess they could make little players. I'm curious to see the new Out of the Ballpark animation and what the players look like. I love it. Brad 62, yeah, Out of the Ballpark spoiled me. Beatles Eternally, what is this money for which you speak? Beatles, Out of the Ballpark every season and more. It is king. It's the best bang for your buck, in my opinion. And that being said, I just did a Family Feud game. Between the 61 Cincinnati Reds and the 2016 Cincinnati Reds using Stratomatic, and I enjoyed it. The problem with Stratomatic is it's too expensive, in my opinion. Well, it's not that. You just don't get bang for your buck. Look at a sale from Action PC and look at a sale from Stratomatic. Enough said there. Robert LaFlamme. I play all his games also, Elin. I am redoing the 1979 baseball cards and dice, though. Which, I missed something. What seasons are you replaying? Who are you doing the replay of, Robert? Ken Castro. Elin. Olympics will be a nice warm-up to spring training. I always like the Olympics. I like the hockey. That's my favorite thing. I like curling. I know that sounds silly. I like curling. Beatles Eternally. Same here, Al. Concerning buying Out of the Ballpark every year. No, I think it's money well spent. And then if you just wait a little bit, they're going to knock it down $20. If you're willing to wait 2 months, they knock it down $20. They have the spring sale on Steam. And even on their own website. Elin Olaf. I like how once you pay the $30 for the baseball game, it's less than $20 every season for the updated teams. See, that's where Out of the Ballpark you get everything. Again, I'm just looking economically. If you like the dice, Digital Diamond Baseball, $20, and you get everything that they offer. Every time they put a new season, lots of fan seasons too. The Cubs, the Bears. This has got to be the only chat in the internet history that has referenced Gino Cappelletti, Tiny Tim, Sergio Leone, Buck O'Neill, Paper Lace in the same night. That's why we're great. That's why we're great. It started off slow because I didn't know where I wanted to go, and I'm still going to tell you my funny flatulence story when I was young on a date because it's funny. Farting is funny. Everyone has a good fart story. I was once in a meeting at work many moons ago. This is a prelude to the better fart story. And I was in real estate. I was a property manager for a supermarket chain. So we have facilities in there. The VP of facilities, the director of real estate, myself, some people from facilities, another person, and all of a sudden everyone's like kind of arguing with each other, and you hear, and everyone just stopped, looked at each other, and laughed. And it broke up the tension. It also broke up the room. It smelled the high heaven, but it was funny. So, anyhow. So throw that in the mix. We even spoke about flatulence. I don't know. I don't like having one subject. I just like talking about it. So Elon's like talking about the Olympics, so we can talk about the Olympics. You know? Robert LaFlamme's talking about Inside Pitch. That looks like a fun game. The only thing I thought about getting that. I'm thinking about getting 2nd and 10. That's a football game. I'm a big action PC guy, and Out of the Park. And I have Stratomatic Baseball because I played that when I was a kid. I do enjoy it. I just don't think you get bang for your buck. I'm not bashing it. I like it. The only thing with Inside Pitch, I watch a lot of Eric play, and it doesn't sim the other games, and that's kind of a downer. You know, I like the engine. I like National Pastime 3. Is Clinton still there too? Does that sim the rest of the games, or do you have to play them all out? Elon Olaf. It will be interesting Olympics, especially with what's going on happening with Russia. The Cubs of Bear says, Al, I have never farted. What is that like? Oh, it's beautiful. Silent killers are the best. You let one go and you walk out of the room and you just watch everyone gag. It's hilarious. Manny says, Jacoby Brissett. Where were you, Manny, when I couldn't remember his name? Elon Olaf. It might as well spoil it now. I was going to make an announcement video, but I have some replay games for almost all the Winter Olympic events, and will be doing my own Olympics on... Oh, cool! You'll be calling them. I'll have to check that out. That's always fun. I like to do that with the boxing, as you know. Next big boxing event, we'll do that. We'll have a live. I'll do my audio call. Also, if you like, we got my heavyweight tournament up, and we had a great fight last night. Joe Frazier and Jersey Joe Walcott. I do my radio call. And the sim engine we're using is Title Belt Boxing. Lots of fun. Ken Castro, yes, Elon. Clinton, yes. Ken Castro, I will watch. Yeah, I will too. I'll enjoy that. Yeah. Ken, the Cubs and Bears. Ken, would you believe? Elon, thanks for your support, guys. Always, that's what we're here for. Andre Ford, silent killers are the best, LOL. Yes, they are. You know who has the worst silent killers? Dogs. Dogs will... You don't even hear... My fiance's dog, when we had it, we had to let it go for adoption when she moved. And we're actually looking for 2 puppies now, because now we can get dogs again. He used to stretch his leg out, and then he'd be like, I would look at him, I'm watching TV. I'm like, you son of a gun. And then he'd kind of like smile at me and walk up, get out of the room. Oh my God, it could gag a maggot. Clinton Parks, you have to play them out, but with your own dice. Oh, National Pastime 3, the question was, does the computer sim any of the games you don't want to play? He says, you have to play them out, but with your own dice, it takes about 15 minutes. My beef with National Pastime 3 is batter cards never change. Explain that a little more, Clinton. I think I know what you mean, but I'm not quite sure. Clint Parks, and I have found a huge beef with Frank Robinson's 1967 car. Elon Olaf, I love your tournament, Al. Oh, it's really fun. Oh, I love my boxing tournament. As Ken and Castro and Beatles are saying something they retracted. Alright, who knows what they said? Who knows what they said? So again, I think dogs have the best silent killers with their farts. That's just my opinion. So, also crop dusting. Crop dusting is good. Like if you're in an office environment and you know you have bad gas, you just walk into someone else's department, and like if there's a lot of noise, you just kind of walk and go, you crop dust and walk away. That's always a fun action. Brad62. Al, you ever streamed a game playing a friend? Action games are good for that. No, I'd like to do that. That would be fun. I've not done that. I used to play Madden a little bit online on the PS, on the PlayStation, but there's so many better players than me, and then you get people who cheat on top of it. My God, I'm not even that good. You have to cheat? Robert LaFlamme, I play Dynasty League online now. In one league I am in, I was my opponent's punching bag. Today, I got swept 3-0, outscored 32-6. My butt hurts. Ouch. The question, Robert, is, are you enjoying that, though? I mean, are you enjoying playing Dynasty League online? If you are. And how does that work? You have to draft your own team, I believe. Ken Castro, Beats looking for a place to get away on Super Bowl day, but it's hard. Live at Ground Zero, cabin in Maine, most likely. As Ken Castro hates football. Elon Olaf, Ken said the convo was devolving quickly, and Beatles agreed. Well, I like farts. Beatles Eternally, we should meet up in Ireland on Super Bowl day, Ken, and get hammered, LOL. They like the Super Bowl in Ireland too, Beatles. Oh, flatulence is funny. Myself and Andre Ford think so. So there. Sip of iced tea. Excuse me. Elon Olaf, who doesn't? So. Whoa, it's 11 o'clock. Holy cow. And we talked about absolutely nothing. We talked about a lot of things. I like just bringing up subjects and talking about it. Ken Castro, me, for one, you'd be surprised. The world still revolves on that day. Revolves? Yes, it does. LOL, Ultimate Gas Games. Pull my finger. #1 gas game of all time. Can't be topped. Pull my finger. Thank God for Andre Ford, that's all I can say. As YouTube's listening to this going, demonetized. Who cares? YouTube changed the rules once again. Gotta have 1,000 subs. Pretty soon they won't let small people stream anymore. At some point, that's where I think they're headed. You mean we talked about everything? Yes, we did. Where else are you going to get that in the chat? We go everywhere. I let anyone say anything. We even had a troll in the beginning that we banned. That was fun. And I told them if they were nice, they could stay. So has anyone seen the new animation for Out of the Park 18? Andre Ford, I'm crying over here. Oh no, why are you crying? Did the dog pass gas? I'm telling you, dogs' farts are the worst. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. So. But I am looking forward to Out of the Ballpark 19. And if anyone knows, Elon, what did YouTube do? They changed the rules again to be monetized. It's funny. For 2 years, again, they do it to everybody. Once you hit a certain viewership or if you have a couple of decent videos, they want you to monetize. They want to try to make money off you. That's fine. Who cares, right? And for 2 years, they kept sending me emails like they do to everybody else. Finally, I monetized. A lot of people did. if you make a few shekels, hey, great, haha, fun, haha, right? I mean, you got to get a gazillion views and this and that to make any type of money. But I was like, okay, I made it a game. Let me see if I can make $100 in a year. And I'm at $35 right now. And then they changed. You got to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 minutes of view time a month, which I can get the view time. I'm pretty much there like that every month. I don't have the subscribers, which is fine. But I think where they're heading is eventually they want everyone to go to their pay station. They want to be like Hulu, which is a big mistake, YouTube. Big mistake. Big mistake. And they're going to slowly weed out the smaller YouTubers. You're going to get less chance to get your stuff watched. So, that's just my opinion. I streamed on Twitch a couple of weeks back. It was okay. I like the way it streams, but with Twitch, if no one views it, and I did it as a test, it doesn't even save your video. So what good's that? Unless I did something wrong, which I could have. I've never streamed on Twitch, but the quality on Twitch is really good. So, but I like YouTube better. I really don't want to go to Twitch. I do this for ha-has, so. Brad62 says not yet, meaning no video of out of the box. Yeah, they sent me my email, but no, not even any screen. I had screenshots, but no screenshots of the animation. Beatles says it's 5 a.m. here. Beatles is gonna go to sleep. Beatles is gonna go to sleep. Shh, he's going to sleep. Shh, shh. Any gigs this week, Beatles? So we found out that Beatles and Ken are very sensitive to fart talk. Who would have known it? I didn't know it. But you know what? Flatulence is still on the list. JW Flux. Eventually it will be 10,000 and so on. You're right. You're talking about YouTube, right, JW? It's silly. As Ken Castro says, get some rest, Beats. Thanks again. Thank you very much, Beatles. Get some rest and health, happiness. God bless, my friend. Sorry about the flatulence talk, but what can we do? I like flatulence. It's fun. I want to make a shirt. Flatulence is fun. You know. We didn't talk about Lou Gehrig. Let's talk about Lou Gehrig. I like Lou Gehrig. I had a baseball glass with Lou Gehrig's picture on it. McDonald's years ago. You'd go in. I forgot what you had to buy. And I was collecting. I had Willie Mays, I had Mickey Mantle, so on and so forth. And my sister broke them. I have one left. I have two left. I'll share that with you guys next week. Isn't that thrilling? I'll tell you, you know what? Who knows? They might have broke them. I don't know. Oh, that's funny. Isn't that funny? Watch this. Watch this. Bam. Gone. That's awesome. He's gone, my friend. He's gone. You know you've made it when those people come by. No, sir. He heard about the flatulence. Couldn't resist. Ken says, no, not sensitive to fart talk, only football and movies. Oh, so that's what it is. That's Ken Castro's kryptonite, football and movies. Brad 62 players now run, slide, jump, and throw, and they are more realistic routes to batted balls. Well, they started that with a few of the patches, Brad. Ken, now a good football movie. Beatles Attorney. I used to work with big cats. Alliance, flatulence will singe your hair. Oh my god, that's too funny. Imagine if you put a line. Oh, Jackson's back. Hi, Jackson. How you doing, buddy? Watch this. Watch it. Watch it. There you go. Awesome stuff. He's Action Jackson. Anyway, enough of him. So, what do we have here? So, what do we want to talk about here? What do we want to talk about? Lou Gehrig. Okay, here's a good question. The 27 Yankees or the 61 Yankees? Who do you take? Who do you take? Who do you take? The 27 Yankees or the 61 Yankees? Who do you take? Don't even worry about the person. Don't even mention it in the chat. That's what they want. Clinton Parks, I'll go back into history. Do I need a challenge mode? And I'll start a new season out of the ballpark 18. I placed 19 on my Steam wish list. I'll be fair. Just try out 18 for a while because you got it. You got it at a very reasonable price. See if you like it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Ken Castro takes the 61 Yankees. I'm tending to agree with Ken Castro. I've seen both of them now. I'm actually going to do a Family Feud using Action PC between the 27 Yankees and the 6. Oh, Robert takes the 27 Yankees. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to do a 61-27 Yankee Family Feud using Action PC. It's not going to be just one game. I think I'm going to do best of 7. Maybe best of 9. I don't know. Aaron Sheelan has jumped in the chat. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Aaron says, I have purchased Out of the Ballpark every year for the last 12 years. And Hockey Manager for each of the 4 years. One of the best gaming companies anywhere. I agree. I love Out of the Park. I wish, Aaron, with the hockey, I wish they would go with the animation that they had for baseball, and that would make it outstanding as opposed to that little puck or the big puck moving around. Clinton Parks, 61 different pitching. Yeah. I'm tending to lean to the 61 team. The Cubs and Bears, 27 Yankees, 61 Yanks played the expansion year and battered the 2 expansion teams, which overinflated their record. Good point. Excellent point by the Great White Shark, the Cubs, the Bears. Clinton Parks, gonna do a 68 season, always fascinated me. Robert LaFlamme, Gehrig. Robert LaFlamme, best of 7. I'm gonna do a best of 7. That was one of the things I want to do. Those 2 teams have always intrigued me, the 27 Yankees and the 61 Yankees. Brad62, can't wait for Out of the Ballpark version of American football. That's been put on the back burners the last I read about it because I was looking forward to it. Also, when they were doing it, they were only going to have the 1 season to start off with. It wasn't going to be like baseball where they give you all the seasons or hockey. Aaron, they have been teasing it for years now, Brad, but not holding my breath, but I agree. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because I remember reading, because the person who was developing that game in the UK got sick or something. That's if I read it correctly. So that's been put on the back burner. Elian Olaf, my dream project is to get the season file for the strike season of the 90s and find out once and for all who would have won the World Series. Just buy Out of the Ballpark. Wait till the other one goes out and it's going to be on sale cheap. Get 2018 and just sim the whole thing. I've done it. It was funny because my sim, Montreal and New York, they won the division, but they didn't make the World Series. Robert LaFlamme, I played 2nd and 10 on PC. Good game. Robert, excellent. I'm thinking about picking that up. I've watched Eric play it, and I watched Ron Juckett, who is absolutely wonderful. And check out District on Deck if you're a baseball fan, especially if you're a Washington Nationals fan. What are your thoughts, and tell me what you like about 2nd and 10? Because I played the 3-day free trial, and I like it. I like it. Again, I'm an Action PC guy, but I'm looking for a second football game. I've played Football Mogul. It's okay. I like the draft part of that, but Beatles Eternally. I think Lou Gehrig was a far more dangerous hitter than Ruth. I agree. Aaron, the guy who was supposed to be making it, I think 2 years ago, got sick and left the company or something. So it was yes, that's what I read, Aaron. That's what I read. Brad62, new design team now. Oh, I did not know that. I hope they come up with the game. Robert, 1998 Yankees, best Yankee team. Beatles, 61. Beatles are turning deeper lineup. Elin Olaf, who made the World Series? You know what? I don't remember, but I remember the Yankees and Montreal lost, and I end up deleting it by accident when I messed up my game because I wanted to show those games on my channel. The Cubs and Bears. Out of the Park football game is called Beyond the Sidelines. Yep. The lead developer had a stroke and delayed production, looking for a replacement, maybe 2019. Ken Castro. And better arms, all around, better athletes. Ken, you mean the 61 Yankees, correct? Or because there's a little discussion going on whether the 1998 Yankees are the best Yankee team ever. Beatles. Okay, good night, Al. I'm begging you to please check your Skype. I shall. Good night, Beatles. Good morning, actually. Go get some sleep, you magnificent rogue. Health, happiness, till next time, which will be soon. God bless. May your enemies be struck down, and may all the joy come into your life. Brad62. Action, you can play like 2nd and 10 and go more detailed in play calling. Action, you can play like yes. That's what I like about Action PC. I like the animation and I like all the detail. I'm not, I like it. I like 2nd and 10 though. I don't think they have the same. I was not in my 3-day trial, which is very kind of them that they let you play that game, the whole game, for 3 days to see if you like it. I don't think they have this. I wish they would have some animation there. So, Clint Parks, Beatles, before you go, a sign of what I think about the DH. The National League is chess. The American League is checkers. Amen, Clinton Beatles says. The Cubs and Bears. Morning, Beatles. Here comes the sun. That's why he's the great white shark. Great line. Great line. So, Robert LaFlamme says, you get all the pro seasons and a ton of college teams and a few full seasons for college. Yes, you do. Robert, is there anything in it, animation-wise, like Action PC in that? I just play with the football helmets. I know you can also put the players' formations out there. I just used the football helmet and moved when you went forward. Oh, excellent job there, Chief. That's awesome. So happy to hear that. No, we don't. That's okay. When that comes up, gentlemen, don't even acknowledge it. He'll go bye-bye. Robert LaFlamme, 2nd and 10, good to play online. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, they don't have animate. I love. See, I really like. I like Action PC football a lot, and I love the animation. Oh no, yeah, that's excellent. The pictures they're all loaded for you. That's awesome in 2nd and 10. Everything's loaded. And I just touched. I was playing a bunch of different seasons. I do enjoy it. Now, how does that work? I downloaded. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming was telling me then I just pay for it and then they email me the key. Is that correct, Robert? Again, thank you for joining us, Robert. Thank you for joining us, Aaron. Fairly new to the chat. I think, Robert, have you ever been in one of our chats before? I think you have. I'm not sure. Aaron was just in the boxing chat the other day, and Aaron enjoyed it. Robert, but realistic can draft, do anything you want with it. Oh, I didn't know you can do the draft and everything. Cool, cool. It's a fun game. I like the dollar value. I believe it's like $50 you get everything. Again, there's some seasons that you're right with the college, but I don't care about that. They don't have a greatest team, but if you get all the teams, you can play the exhibitions anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ken Castro. Awesome, dude. That's another one. That's awesome. Great job. Elon Olaf, is there a basketball and hockey game that is like second and 10 and out of the park? It, good question. Good question. There's that one what's the one I had? I bought that game on sale. It's a basketball game. I can't remember it. As Robert LaFlamme says about second and 10, you can make greatest teams. Yes, you can, because you can mix and match the players you're saying. So there's a lot to do with that. Again, I had it for 3 days. I like it. But Robert, I don't know if you answered already. So you pay for it, and then they email you a key. Do I understand that correctly? Because I've already downloaded it, and Eric says I don't have to download it again. Robert's telling Elon, not that I know of, Elon. Elon was asking about a basketball game. Draft Day Sports, yes. Draft Day Sports NBA game's not bad. You set your offense. You really don't call plays, but you can set the way you want your offense to play. I have a few videos on it. That's pretty fun, though I do like the action PC basketball better. The Real World has jumped back in. How are you, my friend? He says, have you ever played Cactus League basketball? No, I have not. Tell us a little bit about that. I think you mentioned that in another chat. Robert LaFlamme, I love inside the crease hockey, but only has certain seasons. Yeah, that's a drawback. You know? Why do you think that is? And Robert says, yes, he has played Cactus League basketball. So Real World and Robert, tell us a little bit about Cactus League basketball. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Looks like we have a Cardinals fan in the chat, possibly. Brad62, Cactus, pricey, question mark. Elon Olaf, I think I'll stick with my Inside Sports games. Bill over there has treated me really well. You got to stay who treats you good, you know. And you do. If that's the game you enjoy, again, Clinton Parks, he likes his games, and you know, he picked up Out of the Park 18 on sale, which was a good value. And he doesn't really like that yet. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but that's okay. I don't suggest, Clinton, if you're still there, to pick up the new one yet. Find out if the gameplay will play the same. But the newer games just give you better animation and better. That's what it's happened each and every year, and that's why I like Out of the Ballpark. I like all the things you can do with it, and you can play. You don't have to play, as Beatles said, you do not have to play it as a GM. You can play it straight up. And if you ever want, I can go into the. I'm not going to bring it up now, but you can. Before you set the game up, you can do historical transactions. I did that for my 1977 season that I just streamed. And I've talked about that before. The Real World, it's not cheap, but it's like Diamond Mine. Okay. Now, what are the price of the seasons, The Real World, for Cactus League basketball? And what do you get when you buy the initial game? Do you just get the new season? Does it come with a package? Again, something that Action PC does very well. They give you different packages with a lot of different seasons, if you want. The tiers. The Cubs and Bears. I played Cactus League about 10 years ago, but it got pricey and a bit repetitious. Speak of the English, Al. Repetitious. Was good for replaying March Madness. I also like the pro game from the 50s. Cool. What were the graphics like? Just very basic? The Cubs, the Bears. Healing off. Robert, have you seen the video ID Jester did with his modified inside the crease game? Elon, I have not seen that. When did he do that? What do you mean about that? I watch a lot of ID Jester stuff. He's modified the game? Do you mean when he uses his own spreadsheets? I know he did a hockey game. His own hockey game, which is actually pretty cool. But that was more of a card and dice thing. So, well, we're going on over 2 hours now, and we've had a few unwelcomes in the chat. Elon, I do like how Action PC does projected season before the actual season starts. That is fun. That is fun. I picked up the baseball one last year. I started to play it, then I didn't, but I think I might pick up the one this year and just play a quick sim. We'll go online and we'll do it in one day. We'll sim a month at a time. And we'll just see. We'll make our predictions. Not for the Action PC sim, but we'll make our predictions. And for ha-has, we'll sim it. And then we'll keep our predictions. And as we do these chats, which as long as the good Lord willing I'm still here, we'll do these. And again, my chats, we talk about anything. So don't come here expecting, oh my God, we're going to talk about this, that, or whatever. We'll talk about whatever. But that'd be fun. Before the baseball season starts, we'll do our predictions. And if I do pick up the projected season in Action PC, we'll sim it out. I'll do a month. We'll look at it. Then I'll do another month, all in one night, because to sim all those games doesn't take long at all. It'd just be fun to look at. So, I'm going to do that. I'm sorry. With Out of the Ballpark 18, I'm sorry, I said Action PC. Because Out of the Ballpark 18, they give you that. They have a projection already. They have the 2018 season in there. So, I did that with the Yankee game this year. The first game, oh my God, it was dead on. I was laughing. The Yankees, who'd they open up with? Seattle or something like that? I did the first, it's online. I think it was pretty much dead on. Seattle killed the Yankees in the first game of the year. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that was the one I did. I let the computer sim it out, and I just called it. Elon off. Robert LaFlamme says, I'll have to check it out. I missed something. Oh, maybe Action PC. Robert, Action PC games are really fun. I like them. Just wait for them to go on sale. If you get the second tier package, it's like $30. Well, for me it was $30. $35. Because I got the $5 off the sale, then I got the $5 off from... So it's like $40. 40 or 35, I can't remember. The second tier package. You want that one because they give you the season, they give you some great teams. I mean, even if you get the big package for like $70, and then they take off a little bit for the sale, you get like, I think it's 7 seasons plus the updated season, and great teams league. The bang for the buck. I can only discuss Action PC, Out of the Ballpark 18, Baseball Mogul, and Stratomatic. And Stratomatic is fun. I like it. I bought it because that's a game I played as a kid. They just don't give you bang for your buck. When they have a sale, it's not even a sale. They give you 3 different tiers if you buy the game. You don't get any extra seasons. Throw in another season, for God's sakes. Action PC does that all the time. That's my complaint. It's not for everyone, Stratomatic, because it's a card and dice game. So some people like it. I like all different games, so I enjoy them all. Robert LaFlamme. I've been playing Chris's game Inside Sports since I found Big Play Football on Jeff Downey's old game site. Brad62, Out of the Park, getting MLB license really helped the game, I think. Absolutely. Out of the ball, MLB backs them. So they're going to want that game to be the best it can be because it represents MLB. You hit that out of the ballpark, Brad62, I'm going to give you a home run. Feeling all off. Is Jeff Downey still around? Brad62, get team logos with the game, etc. Absolutely, you no longer have to load them in. You don't have to change the names of the teams, the colors of the teams. I love Out of the Ballpark. I'm looking forward to March 22nd. What day is actually March 22nd? I'm hoping it's a Friday. I will take a long weekend. It probably isn't. Rebel Flam. His sons are running the business, I believe now. I think he's talking about Jeff Downey. Can someone tell me more about Jeff Downey? I'm not familiar. Is he the inside the sports person? Or is he the big play? Oh, big play football. Tell me about that big play football. Card and Dice. Is that Card and Dice, Robert? Jeff LaFlamme. The game site no longer has free download site. Okay. Oh, Pearson Baseball. Beatles had mentioned it in the boxing match I did last night. Pearson Baseball. That's free right now. I think second week of February is going to be gone, so download it if you want. It's free. As Elin says, that's a shame about the site no longer has any free download sites. And Robert says for sure. Very good if you're a computer gamer. Retro Sports, I think it's called Retro Sports League. And probably everyone knows about this, but I'll put the link in the chat. A lot of cool stuff on there. Check it out. I gotta find it. I got like a gazillion favorites. All these things where I can download photos and fields, and I think it's Fields of Dreams or something. Let me find it here. Bear with me a moment. I think this is a really good site. If you can find all kinds of downloads. I've never had an issue with that site with downloads, so I wouldn't. Digital Diamond. Also, I'm going to put in Digital Diamond. That's a good one. Oh, Sports Replay. And there's other ones too. But this is a really good one. Good site for computer games. What was the name of that game, Al? What game, Elin? I missed something. I was talking Action PC, Digital Diamond Baseball. I'm going to put that. And you can Digital Diamond has, you can download a demo. You can play a bunch of 3-inning games to see if you like that. Clinton Parks likes it. I like it a lot too. My 78 replay is going horrible though. My Red Sox stink. And I'm playing historical everything. I don't make any changes, which makes me ill to my stomach. The pitching, they're mashing the ball at times. The pitching just doesn't hold up. They did not have a good pitching staff. 77 and 78, they really didn't have a good pitching staff. They scored a ton of runs, won a ton of games. It just... Okay, let's go here and put Digital Diamond up. Again, Digital Diamond, $20 value. Let me find that one. And they have a lot of free downloads after you purchase the game. Everything's pretty much free. Oh, Pearson Baseball. I think I'm going to put that in the... Yes, let me put that in there, too. Elin says, March 22nd is a Thursday, so a long... I might just do that. I haven't had a long weekend in a while. So, that's Digital Diamond. And I'm going to put Pearson Baseball in here, too. I'm just going to type that in. Find that. Pearson Baseball discussion. No, I just want Pearson Baseball. Pearson Baseball. Google search. Pearson Baseball. And this is it right here. I think this just goes up to 2015 though. But hey, it's free. But it's, I think Beatles says it's going off. It's not going to be able to download it anymore. So check this out if you want. Search yourself, but I'll put the link in. Check it out if you want. Again, that's if you want. This is Pearson Baseball. That's free. I've been doing my Mark the Bird Fidrich replay with that. I got to get back to that. That's a lot of fun. And Clinton Parks has gone live again. He's doing a live baseball game. If anyone wants to check that out, Mets and St. Louis start at the 8th inning. Also, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming has put up Super Bowl, his pre-Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Eagles. Check that out. Oh my God, Al, Red Sox fans live. Oh yeah, we're here. So, all right, Elon, take care. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Glad to see you here. And I think on that note, what time is it? It's 11:34 in the PM, Eastern Standard Time. Do you want to go on? Let's see what the chat says. We might go on a little longer, or we might call it. As my iced tea is running out now. So anyway, this retro sports replay is excellent. A lot of cool stuff on that. You can download picture files, uniforms, all kinds of things, even fan-made leagues. Check it out. I've enjoyed that site. I think Ron Juckett was the one who turned me on to that. Also, 2nd and 10, you can use a lot of those pictures in Action PC Football. I've done it. So 2nd and 10 is another good one. Brad62, when does Action Football release new version? After 3 years, I'm going to update this season. They have the new one out now, but I would say that they would update. When did the new one come out? I enjoyed the updates they made. The animation moves smoother. I like that. Oh God, what was it? November, I think. November, October. They do it right around when the season starts, so September. Actually, September or August. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Ken Castro says, "Get some more tea and come back out." Oh, Ken wants us to stay. We can stay for a bit more. We can stay for a bit more, my friend. Oh, awesome sauce. That's just great. There we go. And that's how you do that. You know what I'm saying? And then you do this. Brad62 says, I think it's like March or April. The football game. It could be. You could be right. I know I bought the new one. I was happy with it. I enjoy it. I have to play. I'm almost done with my 1982 retro replay. The Jets have made the Super Bowl. They're undefeated. I have not beat them once this year, obviously. I've always played against them. And Washington and San Francisco are playing for the NFC title. And I'll be playing as San Francisco. Did I say Washington? Yeah, Washington, San Francisco. And Washington, the Redskins are also undefeated, so it could be an undefeated Super Bowl, the Jets and the Redskins. In actuality, in the strike-shortened year of '82, it was the Dolphins and the Redskins defeated them. So it's been pretty accurate. The Cowboys should have made the playoffs, but the file got corrupted, their team file, and it wouldn't. So they didn't make it. They pretty much hit all the teams, and the Giants, because of the team. Because the Cowboys team file got corrupted, the Giants made the playoffs in my league. So I like Action PC Football a lot. And on that note, what else do we want to talk about, folks? I'm starting to wind down a bit. I know Ken Castro wants to stick it out. So I think we're going to call this stream. Thank you very much to Brad62, Ken Castro, Robert LaFlamme, Elin Olaf, Clinton Parks. Curtis Parks was a boxer. The Real World, the Cubs, the Bears, and Beatles Eternally, Aaron Sheelan, thank you. And we had a few. Andre Ford, thank you very much. And let me see who else. Manny Christian Rivera. Manny, thank you, my friend. Just thanking the people who jumped in the chat. I make sure I want to get Tenacious Strat. How can I forget about Earl? Check out Tabletop Baseball. Check out the stations I have listed below. Good friends of the channel. Most of them are retro sports. Some of them aren't. Some of the TV and movies and stuff like that, and boxing. They're all good channels. I've also listed them in the chat. JW Flux, thank you very much. And I think I got everybody. And if I didn't, I apologize. I went up and down the list. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. Thank you very much. I know when you come into the chat, I say hello and thank you. Al gonna sing MacArthur's Park for the ending here. I should. I'm not gonna. I was gonna go out with that other song we sang, but due to a circumstance that has just popped up, I'm not going to sing. And I really did want to sing. So thank you very much, gentlemen. And I greatly appreciate it. I know this chat is all over the place, and some people might think, ugh, but it's a fun chat for everyone to say what they're doing, what they want to talk about. I throw out silly subjects just to throw out silly subjects because that's what I like. So, hope everyone enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But most of all, come back, share, and check out the other channels in the community. So, thank you very much. Health, happiness. Till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless and